Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply Fun, just like for you cigar smokers.
This is a cigar.
This is a book that's based off of our name. This is by St. John.
Well, no, it's not something somebody wrote because of our name. It was written in about 360 AD by St. John Chrysostom, and I got it for Rita both because I like John Chrysostom and because of our the name of our channel. So we might even show this at the beginning of every episode, since we don't know how to photo edit. We're morons. Yet at the same time, we're not entirely morons. It's just the photo editing thing. Anyways, we decided that we were making a cigar video for our cigar smoking friends who like our channel, so that this one kind of stands aside from the other one, which had video games and stuff in it, and we understand that some people won't appreciate the video games just to get to cigars.
My apology for you seeing me go off screen for a second. I had a severe itch on my foot. I had to take care of it.
Yeah, and a blizzard was out. He'd be trying to eat your toes off. But anyways, we'll get on to the cigars. We've been smoking a lot of cigars. I've been getting into buying boxes lately. So far in the last couple months, I've ordered a box of Arganese Double Wrap. Very good smoke. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was on clearance from Cigar International. I bought a box of Bahia Insignias and the Torpedoes, and I absolutely loved them. I'm trying to hold on to two of them. I bought, she bought a box of nubs.
Hold on. I bought a box of the nub. I got it on sale. They don't have it right now. It was the nub sampler.
The Tubo sampler.
Tubo samplers. You can only get Tubos. And by the way, when you buy Tubos through certain stores, Tubos in the box are 12 nubs for $79. And I'm not going to go into details of where I buy my other nubs, but let's just say those are a little too pricey for 12.
For her birthday, I got her a box of the Nub Sumatras from Thompson. It's too bad they only come from Thompson, but they were excellent.
Yes, one of our subscribers, I believe, came up to visit from California recently, and he kept looking at my little nub collection.
And so Rita gave him a Nub
One of my
Sumatra.
birthday ones, yes.
She bought a box of Reckonings recently.
By all of us, they're the nub size too. I love those little squatties.
We both got a hold of a 10-pack of Oliva Saisons Torpedoes.
Those were very decent smokes. I highly recommend those.
I bought a box of Colt Box Pressed. Very nice smoke. One of my favorite due to the fact that it was such an ease of draw. It reminded me of the Cigar Connecticut, Colorado, or whatever. Or I can't remember what it's called. It's the Colorado one. That
Criollo,
Cigar,
Colorado?
No, it wasn't Criollo.
The H2 maybe?
No, that's not the Colorado either. Anyways, those Zicars had such an ease of draw as well.
The other one I want to say that was really tasty, which
we got a hold of the Fat Camp sampler.
But they changed
out the black obsidians for white obsidians. That was a very good sampler.
I'm going to say that in my future purchase... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to go on to other boxes that we got. I got a box of Viejo Traditions, which was really good. I got a bundle of El Major Espressos, which actually I didn't like at first because I expected espresso flavor. There was no espresso flavor. In fact, I'm rather upset because with all this FDA stuff on, if they want to keep their cigar company and want to keep their cigar, espresso is one of the names that you do not want in your cigar. And without actual espresso flavor, that was just a horrible choice for a name. But the cigar actually grew on me by the end of it, and I got a couple of them left over. There's something else. I can't remember everything right now. We've just been trying a lot of cigars, and we've been enjoying them. We just haven't done any videos on them because, well, I don't know. I kind of got weary about doing videos after I got a few messages and inboxes saying show the damn cigars or I'm not watching your videos. I'm sorry, I live in an apartment where there's no smoking. I cannot smoke in here. I got to go to the park or something. If I take my computer to the park, we live in a pretty bad area, and it's very likely our computers would get stolen if we tried to do a video in the park. And the other positive thing is that it's very windy here. We live in a valley, so the chance of you actually hearing
The
us over the
Habano,
wind,
Colorado.
yeah, the Habano, Colorado. So if we ended up doing it, you wouldn't hear us. You just hear wind and see us, and then you're not listening to anything we have to say. So I figured, if people are going to complain about my videos that much, I'm not going to make any more. So that's why we haven't done too many videos recently. I can't think of anything else to say at this moment.
I'm restocking up on the Reckonings this month. I'm also buying some Squatties again. For some of you out there, for next year, since Aaron, we're talking, one of the things that I am becoming an expert on, and Aaron can vouch for this, is no, it's not about fly fishing. Not that it matters. I read over 100 books, and the librarian thinks I'm an expert. Cigars. The cigars that I am fond of is a little 4 to 4.5 inch Squatties, basically. I have my humidor full of those, and that's what I like.
Yeah, she's gotten really into the nub size cigars, the little ones. They're shorter than a Robusto, but they smoke long as a Churchill. That's the wonderful thing about them.
And it's the sweet spot.
I don't know, there's a difference in the feeling. A Churchill's smaller ring gauge kind of feels more like holding a stick in your mouth afterwards, because you really get the feel of just wider cigar. And I've noticed the wider ends, the 60 ring gauges, don't burn the inside of my lip as much when I get down to the end. Whereas with like a 50 ring gauge, after I've smoked 3 or 4 in a day sometimes, I'll start to chap inside under the lip and it starts bothering me. So actually the 60 ring gauge seems to be a much better fit for both of us.
I do want to say one of the things that I am very well enjoying, and I've tried this over in Cigar International, and I've tried their Po' Boy 2 and 3. I do not like it. I'll pay $10 more and go with the Holtz Buzzards Banquet. They have better quality and more premium, non-brand named house blends that are better for your value for $10 more than buying 30 cigars for $30 at Cigar International. Oh, no offense to Cigar International. They're great business people.
And also I got a couple blastograms over the La Diferencia Cubanas. Apparently some people have gone and bought them, and since they're on twofer, they feel they wasted their money because of my review. And I'm sorry, that's not right for you to sit there and say, you decide to buy them, you decide to buy them. I just said what I thought of it, and I stick to it. I thought that it was nice and smooth and creamy and burnt well. It was not wrapped very well. It looked like a piece of crap. It looked like garbage. But it tasted really, really good. And for the money, I don't think a person can complain. It works very well as an everyday smoke. You want to complain about it because it's not an Oliva or a Perdomo or a Patron or some other high-end cigar, fine. Go ahead and complain, but, I still stick to what I said. For the money, it was an extremely good cigar. It had a flavor unlike any I have ever had, including all the high-scale cigars that I've been smoking. So, yeah.
Oh, yes. Here it is, La Diferencia twofer. I do want to make
you get 40 cigars for $55.
I do want to make a statement. In that Po' Boy sampler, I got an Ora Cubana.
It wasn't very good.
No, I was actually very hyped about it, and it turned out to be
We also got a Hoya de Jaffe, which wasn't very good. We got Duque, which was horrible. So, out of a lot of the twofers from Cigar International, isn't it? Yeah. Most of them aren't good. The La Diferencia actually was.
I've never tried the Don Mario, so I can't tell you how.
And we haven't tried the Palma Reals, the Magellan Dominicans, or the Pinar del Rio Fumases, which are on their catalog.
While we're talking about cigars, Mr. Aaron, would you take the cue, since I'm going to have a little hard time explaining it to our cigar smokers, about my celebration of Mom's birthday with a special cigar?
Yes. Miss Rita Lee here. Her mom died 4 years ago yesterday. So, anyways, she's into celebrating her mom's birthday still, and her mom's death date, a celebration of life, just to enjoy herself. So like last night, she ended up smoking in a Reckoning, and she ended up drinking some Grand Marnier.
Orange cognac.
Which wasn't as nice as what she necessarily would have really wanted, but she was running out of Reckoning, so it was a good excuse to have one. But for her mom's birthday, which was September 15th, she had a Cohiba Diamante. It was at least a 60 ring gauge. I don't remember the size. It was
7 by 54. I believe
7 by 54. It was a rather large cigar, even in a ring gauge. It's a $30 stick, which is, although we've smoked quite a few Gurkhas that are really expensive, I wouldn't classify them as high-class cigars. They were horrible little things. I would never pay the money for. But the Diamante, I can't tell you what she thought of it because I didn't smoke it. But she said that it was very, very mild, and the 2 puffs I got off of it were excruciatingly mild, and maybe it was complex in the long run. I think mild cigars actually require a little more understanding of the cigar, and they're more complex than full-bodied, because full-bodied, the flavor just smacks you right in the face usually, whereas the mild cigars, sometimes you can barely tell what flavors are there, and you really have to have your taste buds.
I do think
I don't know the word for it, but you really have to have a refined taste bud to be able to pick up a lot of the flavors in very mild cigars.
It was
even the medium, you just pick up a little better.
The Diamante, in my opinion, for $30 a stick in a glass tube, wasn't bad, but it was mild, and B, I had some construction errors, and for a 34-year wrapper, I would think they would. Tercidors, the rollers would have done better.
It was very clear that there was a lot of piecemeal work on trying to fix damages in the wrapper. Little places where you could see a different type of leaf wrapped here, wrapped there, stuck there. It looked like Band-Aids all over the dang thing. It really did not look like a very good cigar, but it burnt well. I know that. She's got a bad problem with tunneling in her cigars and runs and hangnails. She gets them constantly.
But I don't complain about it either.
I honestly think that it's a difference between how me and her smoke. For me, I will take a puff like every 10 seconds or so, maybe 15. My hand's almost always moving up to my mouth. But with her, she'll take a hit, set it in the ashtray, for which we have a cigar ashtray so the cherry doesn't hit the bottom.
Yeah, and it goes and sets the park on fire.
She'll sit there and read.
With all the leaves.
No, stop it. She'll sit there and read, and then she'll go back to her cigar. And then she'll put it down again and read some more, and then pick it up. And yes, we use an ashtray at the park because we don't want it to fall out onto the ground and roll off into the grass. And we live in a desert area, so grass around here can be very dry and very flammable. So, and with all the winds, it's a bad combination. So we're very careful with our care out in the
other thing I wanted to say about cigar smoking is, one of these days, maybe we'll do it this weekend, is Aaron wants to do a video on the tools needed for smoking cigars.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it for anybody who's a beginner or cigar smoker, that there are some tools that are very handy. Some that many cigar smokers may not have thought of because, well, we've kind of pulled it ourselves to make tools of sorts. I wouldn't exactly say that, but close enough. We actually have developed our own tool, I guess you could say. Now, I know there is a cigar version of it, so I know we're not the first ones to do it, but it's probably not a tool that many cigar smokers keep in their kit, and so I thought maybe we should do a little video on that, just as a kind of introductory to somebody who's not familiar with smoking cigars. That'll be at a later date, though. So, anyways, this has gone on 14 minutes.
Yes, I wanted to say to all you, we didn't forget about you cigar smokers.
And we have a friend out there who watches our videos who wanted to do a joint video with us. I don't understand how that works exactly. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you on it, but I don't know. I got moody, and when I get moody, I don't often do anything, honestly.
Just like a friend of mine who disappears for
I kind
18 days,
of withdraw.
17.
I kind of withdraw into a shell and say, forget it, I ain't doing anything. And some of the comments I was getting was just so upsetting to me that I just didn't want to deal with handling the YouTube channel anymore. So, but
and
maybe I'll get back to it, but I don't know.
I want to say to my fellow cigar smokers,
I still will watch all your videos, and I still enjoy all of them. I keep tuned in, and I do try to watch as many as I can from several of my subscribers and those that I promote on my page.
Well, I want to say to the cigar smokers, for some of you out there, my apologies. We do have some subscribers that always subscribe to when he and I aren't doing a joint one. I use this channel also to do book reviews, and I get some really good people saying great book reviews and private messages, but they've been asking what I've been reading lately, and I'm just too lazy to go put a new video up there. So for you cigar smokers seeing it, my apologies. About when, living simply and fun, it's not just about cigar smoking video games, it's about everything in between, including my book review.
All sorts of things that can end up bringing you enjoyment in life, and we try to do it from an aspect of living poor too. I mean, we really do not have much of an income, so what we usually get on bargains. Like the Colts that I got, the box of that, I got that for $40 for a box of Colts because they were on sale. I couldn't afford the normal price of like $140. I was lucky to get those.
And he basically helped me out.
The Vijo Traditions,
about the Saisons.
The Vijo Traditions are more along the lines of what I could get. That was $29 a box. The Insignias were $39 after being on clearance and stuff. When it came to the Oliva Saisons, it was like $24 for 10 of them.
It was $34.99 for 10.
Yeah, $34.99, which was more than I really wanted to, but we've been wanting to try the Saisons for a while. And when I saw the deal, I was like, you know what, that's 10 for the price of 5. So I'm going to have to do that. And then I convinced Rita to do that, and we got 2 of them. Actually, that was a mistake. I decided to do the Oliva. She was going to do something else, and we were going to split them half and half. But we ended up with the way that we ended up, and it turned out very well. So
I don't even remember what we were looking at getting.
It was supposed to be some obsidians. It was like 15 obsidians or whatever in a deal. Torpedoes, I believe. Which I really have gotten into liking the torpedoes.
I was going to say to you cigar smokers out there also, not just about the book reviews, but I'm also budgeting for next year, probably January or February maybe. Buying a box that's going to cost me $128. Aaron can't do it like I can. But I want to get a box of the little squatties of the Ark of the Covenant by Ave Maria. Those were just some tasty, dang little smokies.
One that I really feel regretful of is, I think it was early last month, Cigar.com had some nub-sized Romeo Juliet torpedoes, and I really, really wanted to get them, and now they've gone up more than double the price from then. And I'm like, I'm never going to get them. And then, to end on a good note, though, my birthday's this month, and I can't wait to find out what she's going to end up supplying me for my birthday in return for the Sumatras I got her for her birthday. There's been
in the voice of my friend Angela, dog poo!
I really hope not. So... Anyways,
if you're watching, Angela, I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there as a present.
Thanks for tuning in and watching our show, and we hope to catch you around. And again, sorry for our absence lately for those of you who like watching our cigar videos.
Office supplies!
Yeah, okay. So, take care.
Please
have fun. Enjoy Game 7 of the World Series tonight.
Go Royals.
Yeah, I'm for the Royals, but
it's been a real dinger.
If you're for the Giants, go and party. Just don't get all mad that we like the Royals right now. I only like the Royals in some ways because the Royals haven't won since '85, and the Giants have won more recently. And I'm kind of an underdog person who looks like, well, what is the stats throughout history? And it's I like Royal Stadium, water and I do love Kauffman Stadium. So.
I like that Diamond Stadium with the Arizona with the swimming pool.
Yeah, well, anyways, that's it for this video.
Yes, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, feedback, suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless the world.